guys, so I was just out here and I was doing my regular daily chicken chores, and I went to move this fly strip. At night when all the chickens are sleeping, I just put the fly strip out here on the edge of the door so it doesn't bother any of them. And I went to move it in, and when I attached that fly strip to that roosting bar, I pulled my hand away and I felt something, and I looked down and there were literally dozens of little tiny crawling red mites on my hand. And you know, I'm out here every day doing this, and so I freaked out and brushed them off, and I'm like, what just happened? Because this didn't happen yesterday and it didn't happen the day before, so what just happened? And so I started looking around, and it did not take me long to find this. That, my friends, are hundreds of red roost mites on the underside of this roosting bar. Not only on the underside of the roosting bar, but also, look at this. If I lift this up, they're gonna go everywhere. So I was just out here the other day, you know, and I took all the roosting bars down and pressure washed them. And there was nothing on these roosting bars a few days ago. So I don't know what happened between then and now. I did check the bottoms. I don't want to put my hand directly under them because, yeah, I didn't see them really on this roosting bar. And I don't really see them, maybe, oh, I do see them on the far roosting bar. So we've got a little bit of work to do. So I'm gonna spray all of these roosting bars, all the cracks and crevices that I can see inside of this coop, and then I'm gonna treat my birds. So Spinosad is my product of choice for a lot of things when it comes to pest control in the chicken coop. This particular bottle is a pint, and the active ingredients is Spinosad A and Spinosad D, 5%. This is the exact same product as Elector PSP, except Elector PSP is a lot more concentrated. The benefit of this is the price tag, and the benefit of this is that it is widely available locally, whereas Elector PSP has to be ordered and shipped. Last I checked, Elector PSP was about $140, and Elector PSP is about 8 times more powerful than this. So it makes sense that the price tag is quite a bit more, $140 than this. However, you can mix this 8 times stronger than what the label suggests and still get exactly the same product as what is in Elector PSP. So I just have a designated little 8-ounce spray bottle, and I have a little tablespoon measure. And on the back, for quick reference, I wrote the conversion in order to make an 8-ounce bottle of Elector PSP is 3.5 tablespoons per 8 ounces of water. So I'm gonna go ahead and mix that up now. I've got my Spinosad mixed up, 3.5 tablespoons per 8 ounces of water. And I'm ready to go at it and kill some freaking mites. Let's do this. Spinosad is safe to use directly on your birds as well. I'm gonna start with the areas where I know they are. Hey girls. I'm gonna go work my way right to left. They're probably gonna start like running when I do this. Ready? Here we go. Here's the big cluster. Well, I don't see them running. That's good. I thought for sure they would be. Especially since so many dropped on me when my hand went under them. All right, that's the main roosting bar that I just sprayed. I don't really see any of them running. Oh, wait, yeah, I do. Look, there's not just red ones, there's black ones too. Oh, wow. Look at those tiny, look at them. Amazing. I'm just out here keeping it real, okay? Chicken life is not always the easy life. I just had a mixture of red and black bugs, mites, fall on my hand. Look how teeny tiny that one above the black one is. And I've just treated them with Spinosad and they're starting to run from it. They're not going to be able to survive it. So I'm glad I left the roosting bar where it was supposed to be. I will probably go ahead and treat all the other ones, all the other roosting areas. I wonder if all these are eggs underneath, the ones that didn't start running immediately. I wonder if that's just eggs, millions of eggs, and then there's not as many adults. But I'm gonna treat everything in here, and then I'll do a double dose of everything again. I'll treat the tops of the roosting bars as well, and then my birds will get a treatment last. Stay tuned. Okay, another part of this process of getting rid of these mites was taking down all of my my nesting box curtains, and I rinsed them, and sure enough, all of them had mite eggs and mites on them, because I'm learning that these mites really like tight cracks and crevices, so they were getting behind the curtain rods that I had up. And so I'm gonna go ahead and give the roosting bar curtains a good wash and a good dry, and that's one more step of the process. So this morning I treated all of the roosting bars and all of the cracks and crevices around the coop. I've brought all the roosting bars that had activity on them where mites were crawling earlier this morning, and I've closely inspected them, and the Spinosad seems to have done the trick. I do not see anything still crawling on any of these roosting bars. So I'm just gonna give them all a quick wash with the pressure washer now before I put them back in the coop for the night, because I just don't want the memory of a horrific experience staining these roosting bars every time I look at them. So I'm going to give them a quick wash with my pressure washer, and then we'll reinstall so that the flock can go to sleep tonight on their roosting bars. All four sides of all four roosting bars are beautiful and clean once again. Before I put them all back, I'm going to let them dry a little bit. I mixed up a fresh batch of a cheaper way to use Elector PSP, which is mixing Spinosad that you can get at your local Tractor Supply or home and farm and garden store. Just makes it 8 times stronger, and it's the same thing. and it's a fraction of the price. So we're gonna go ahead and let this dry. Then I will coat everything with Spinosad, put the roosting bars back, and then the chickens get a treatment with this tonight. Stay tuned. We're gonna use Sweet Bella as for our demonstration of how to apply Spinosad, aka the cheap version of Elector PSP. So basically you just want to lift their wings, do 1 to 3 sprays under that wing, lift the other wing, 1 to 3 sprays under that wing, and then last but not least, their little vent area. 1 to 3 sprays in the vent area. And then they're done. And they're upset. Do you know why they're upset? They're starting to get ready to come to bed. It's almost bedtime. And their curtains are gone and all the roosting bars are gone. And they don't know what to do. Guys, give me just a few minutes. I will put them back, I promise. Love you guys. Alright guys, you may think you're looking at deja vu, but unfortunately, this is day 2 after treating everything, pressure washing and retreating the roosts. This is what I woke up to this morning. Now, to be fair, I think most of these are dead. I really am not seeing anything actively crawling. But wherever they were hiding out last night, when my chickens came to bed to roost, wherever they were hiding that I hadn't gotten a chance to treat or I missed treating, they came out with a vengeance. Seems like the heaviest areas, remember all of these were spotless last night when I put them up. Seems like the heaviest areas are definitely the areas that are in the brackets where I keep my roosting bars. So we're gonna treat everything again. I don't give up easily. I'm gonna spray all this down, let it sit, let all these things die. I'm gonna put DE in the brackets this time. See if that helps our process. Stay tuned. The process of treating for mites is adding some food grade diatomaceous earth into the run and into their coop bedding. This is going to help if there's any remaining mites that are trying to take hold. It's safe for the chickens. They can dust bathe in it, but it is lethal to the mites. So let's go get that spread. Okay, I've got the majority of the chickens away from the coop. And I'm gonna go ahead and start spreading the DE, and then I'll mix it in. You know, I started thinking as I was doing all of this that I just discovered a rodent problem in my coop last week. And I wonder if the rodent, I know rodents carry fleas, 100% they carry fleas, but I'm wondering if the rodent is the reason that we also got an infestation of mites. Just a thought. Okay, I'll put some more in the very, very back, and then I'll rake this all in and add some DE to their favorite one of their favorite dust bathing areas. Just a spot in my yard that has a lot of sand for some reason, and they're always over here doing their thing. So we'll rake that in, and that'll help. The chickens are all enjoying dust bathing in the run now that I have added the DE. It's serving a dual purpose. If any of them have mite issues going on, even after the treatment with the Spinosad, the DE should also help with that as well.